Well, sorry. But the computer shut down, not shut down, crashed, but not let me sign back into YouTube at all. I thought someone had hacked my account, so sorry about that. Let's get the links back. Did no one see my messages in the chat? Because it's like I was just getting ignored in the chat. Because I was trying to write in the chat on my phone, but no one was answering me in the phone. Now let's do this again. Right, let me get these. Let me get the links out again. Let me just get onto these in time.
A lot of those chemicals and stuff are repeat.
Right, I've just started a new stream. Don't ask me why. All my computer froze up and won't let me back into Google. So I decided, well, I just started a new stream. So if we jump on that one, and I'll put all the links into it again. I've done it already. All right, see you in a minute. Bye. Right, I've just told them. They're still in the hangouts. Right, so I didn't want to do that. Yeah, it would not let me back in. It's just saying error, error. Would not let me sign in at all. I don't know why. I thought someone had my account then, Michael. You there? Are you there? Can you hear me? Right, I'm going to put the link in. Share link. Copy to clipboard. Share link. Messenger. So I'll send it to. I can hear you now, yeah.
It's not connected to my Bluetooth for some reason, was it?
Yeah, no worries. Right, I've sent it to a few people. Let me stick it in the chat now so you can all get it in the chat. No, I'm sorry it cut off. It wasn't not in my control. This does what it wants to. If it cuts off, it cuts off. I need to get my own channel here now. There it is. There we go. Right, so we can start again now. As that Michael's not connected to his Bluetooth.
I'm connected now.
It's a lot quieter when you're not connected to your Bluetooth, you know. You can hear it, you don't hear the background noise.
Do you want to see my life? This is my life. My life, all the time.
Is that the M60?
M6.
Oh, even worse.
Always like this. But it's on both sides, so something must have happened. Something big.
Well, something's happened on one side and the other side's just being nosy.
Maybe. Yeah, but now that doesn't make sense though, because if that was the case, then the other side would be empty.
Yeah.
But both sides are full.
This is what I got. This is the message I got a minute ago. I don't know if you can see the screen. That's all I got on my screen there. That saying, "Oops, something went wrong," but it was signed out. It signed me out and everything.
Right.
But that's all I got. Just that would not let me come back in. No matter what I tried, will not let me in. Won't let me in the hangouts or anything.
I've had that a couple of times.
Honestly, I thought, here we go. Someone's reported me for something I've not done, and it's just been shut down.
What's going on, guys?
You at SC?
It's been a while. It's been a while. Been busy at work.
Well, good to see you back.
Who's that?
SC Reefer.
Hey, how you doing, mate?
What's up, buddy? How you been?
Not too bad. Where have you been?
I've been busy at work.
All right. I've seen you properly for ages. You used to be like flipping every which way you used to turn, you'd be there, and then all of a sudden, whew, gone.
Like Puff the Magic Dragon.
Today I have a slow day, so I think I join.
Yeah, why not? We're just there to entertain Michael while he's in that traffic jam.
I've definitely got a slow day.
Oh, TMG's in, Sup Yang. TMG, you tried to ring me the other day. Did you know you was ringing me? So I tried to ring you back, but you never answered, so that's just rude. Rookie Reefer, the link there. Try that link, you should be able to get back in.
Oh, I'm hungry.
So I feel and blood. TMG. Should I look at my tank?
Nah, shit.
It's amazing. That's why I'm professional. Let's have a quick look. Look at that. Ooh. Look at that. Let's have a look at all the acros. Hang on, let me pin me. Come on.
What's up, Dev?
What's happening?
Not much, buddy.
Excellent.
Look at that, Michael.
Nice sticks, Paul.
There's some frags. Got loads of them. Look at that.
Paul, are you going to bring me some frags today?
Frags. Look at all the ultra frags down there.
Just frag it. Dun, dun,
My baby, that's a good size, that tracking.
It's huge.
It's got size, though. Let's do that together.
Very nice, very nice. Tank's looking good too, SC. Paul, you're just looking good as always.
Oh, blowing smoke up my ass.
Yeah, little by little, everything's coming back.
Good. Good.
I got a lot of little baby frags in there that just starting to do their thing.
What you meant to say, you've got some baby frags in there for now.
Yeah.
But wait.
I got this guy here. I like this guy. He's starting to split on the top.
Is that a bird's nest?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
Bright green.
Yeah.
I put a couple of those in. I got the one's doing pretty good.
For some reason, I really like your sand.
Because it's nice. That's a good reason.
Yeah.
I actually just finished filming a video I'm going to put out next week. I basically went over everything for this tank and how much it cost and what it cost me to purchase, because it really, I didn't go with anything here top of the line. I mean, everything's Giabo on here, all the pumps, wave makers, so I don't have a controller on it, so basically I got Chinese lights in here,
What Chinese
running
lights?
this thing, 4 Chinese lights.
Which ones?
Let me see if I can get under there with the tripod. I got 4
Oh,
Black
my
boxes.
God.
bypass Spectra programmable ones.
Yeah.
Nice. Looks good, man.
And then it is my controller right here. Look, I press a button and it goes off. That's my controller.
Those are great.
It's a DJ controller, isn't it?
Did you see
Yeah, the
Dev's,
DJ controller. You're right.
Did you see Dev's friend's controller?
Which one?
The one with the walkie-talkie. That was.
Oh, that was great.
I need that controller. How much do they retail for?
It's the expensive part is bribing the person on the other end.
yeah. So it comes with a walkie-talkie and a wife.
Yeah,
Can't beat
it's great.
TMG.
Yeah, I think custom aquariums who built this tank. It's 7 feet long and 2 feet wide, about 20 inches high, and this was only $1,300, and that's with the return pumps
That's not
and the
bad.
overflow.
That
Not
is
bad.
No, not at all. And it's rimless.
that
Looks
is not
nice.
bad. What are you saying, Paul? Welcome on, bud.
You tried to ring me the other day on Hangouts. Did you know that?
Oh yeah. Because I was watching soccer for like the first time ever.
All right. Oh, did you like it?
I actually love it.
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah, I could see why you guys fancy soccer so much. I mean, while the rest of the world fancies it. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Nice.
There you go.
Yeah.
No baseball, American football, all this Canadian one. What's that? Skating on ice. That one.
Dang, is my laptop dead? Oh man. So freaking so what's new, guys?
Which, are you going Magna?
No, I'm probably going to Reef Palooza. I'm still debating on whether I even want to go there now.
All right, it must be me and Dev. That's going Magna.
Yeah.
You should put
So nah.
You mean
Sounds like
yeah?
mad money. Mad money.
You got lots of time to save up.
Mucho dinero.
Tell you what, everyone's scared of me. Like, everyone's saying it's going to be so expensive. Are we missing something?
No, I mean like the flights and all that crap.
I just booked mine. It was a little over $500 for flight and hotel, everything done.
Dude, I could leave the country for $500.
I am leaving the country.
It cost us less than $500 to go from England to America and the hotel.
We just looked up for Infamous from in Texas where he is to Vegas was like $230 for a return flight.
That's not bad.
That's what I mean. It's not as expensive as you think. Vegas is one of those places. I don't know if it's subsidized, but they always have good flight deals. Not always, but like a good huge chunk of the time. Because I think Vegas wants you to come there and spend money and gamble. So they're always
Hotels are not expensive either. Like I said, the hotels are not expensive.
Yeah.
No, you ever checked out an Airbnb? The Airbnbs in Vegas are actually really cheap. You get like a massive mansion for like $200 a night.
Nice. Some of the hotels though, they're like $40-$50 a night. Like they weren't bad.
Yeah, you split that between a couple guys and some gals. Comes out cheap.
The way that we did it, we got one room with 4 of us in it. And it knocked easily about £180 off each of our journeys.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
No, too shabby.
I gotta go home and frag some stuff.
Well, that's what I've got frags in mine. That's Macna money. That's all I'm thinking of it of. Macna money.
I'm giving some stuff away. Nat the Reefer, he sent me a Hannah checker, and he's gonna be at Reefer Palooza. So if I don't make it, I'm gonna give it to my friend who's a vendor. Tell him to hook him up, give him some frags. But if I go, I'm just gonna hand deliver it to him. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna cut him tonight. Yeah. So
Got new Reefer Fox here. Vegas used to send free airline tickets to her mum just to play the slot machines.
Crazy.
They do penny slot machines there. I'm just going to cash loads of pennies in. Me and Dev will be on slot machines with pennies.
Ching ching.
I won $1. Whoop whoop.
Well, win big, buddy. Win big. our frag fund.
Yeah, right.
I've heard that in the hotels, if you play the slot machines and that, they give you free drinks while you're in there.
Yeah, they give you free drinks all day, something like that.
I'll tell you what, Dev, these $2 worth of pennies are going to be able to get drunk with that.
Yeah. Our same $20 over and over again.
Oh, Michael's here. Michael, you with Magna?
What?
Are you with Magna?
Oh, yeah, I'm going Magna. Are you going Magna?
Oh, yeah. How about you, Dev?
Oh, heck yeah, I'm going to Magna. You going to Magna?
Oh, yeah.
Ooh,
Wait,
yeah.
all three of you, I'm gonna hunt you down and I'm gonna hurt you.
Wait, quick question. What vices are legal in Vegas?
What?
What vices are
What
legal
happens in Vegas is stays in Vegas. Anything's legal.
Is that TMG?
Happens in Australia. Kill.
I don't know. I've watched a lot of CSI, so I know a bit about Vegas.
Just make sure you keep your wallet in your front pocket.
Yeah.
So when the
the
pickpocket robs you, you get a cheap thrill.
Yeah. I got that on a video.
I keep my money in my sock.
So when the pickpocket robs you, you get a cheap thrill.
That's where all the scam artists are, Vegas.
Yeah. Miss Reefer Fox, Vegas has the tightest marijuana laws, though. I'll smoke it, so I'm good. Canada's
Vegas
legal.
has
Hey,
the
well, you don't want me.
It's legal in Canada, isn't it, guys?
What?
Marijuana is legalized in Canada.
I think so. Or it's pretty close to be. There's like
It's been all over our news. It's been all over our news.
Just the innocent pretends he's innocent. Yeah, I think so.
I am innocent.
How's this choker snail? I've moved my camera like 4 times. He keeps on photo bombing. He's just like, no, I want the attention.
But
Free drink.
oh, my 10 years old now.
You say it's what?
My tank is 1 year old.
You wouldn't think you're 1 year old, would you?
No. I'm saying my tank is 1 year old.
That's what I'm saying. You wouldn't think it was 1 year old. It looks really mature.
Yeah. I can't believe, man.
Congrats
It's a long
for making it
time
this
ago.
far.
Thank you.
Birthday to TNG's tank.
To his tank.
Yeah.
I feel like
You know-
if you make it past a year with a decent amount of corals in your tank, you're gonna kind of stick to it.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna give it 3 cubes of mysis tonight.
Ho, ho, ho.
Yeah. Crazy. It's been like above 8.3. It's been like 8.3 for the past couple days. It's like I don't know whatever it is. It's like my tank is just like
Happy birthday, Mr. Pig.
yeah.
I've actually gone to full Triton now, so I'm a full Triton user.
All out, eh?
Gone all out, full Triton user. So I'm using the full Triton method, not the other solutions no more.
Oh my gosh.
That's because my iodine was 0, and I don't know how my corals are still alive. I need to feed my tank, actually. Let's feed. I'll show you what I feed. I'll show you what I feed. Okay, we'll give them mysis, fry, or fish eggs.
Yummy.
Let's give them some mysis. Let's put it back on your bed. On your bed. Right. Okay, what I did. No measurements in mine whatsoever. I'm just going out to this. Right, so this is what I do. 1 cube of mysis. A box of tricks.
I don't even know how many cubes I feed. I use the flat pack, so it's just kind of like regular junk.
Right, I get this. Reef roids. So I'll do like 2 big ass ones of these.
You do that every day?
No, every second day or third day I'll do it.
What about on your birthday?
I put some of this in. Easy SPS.
My corals are lucky to get fed once every 2 months.
Yeah. So I'll do a scoop of that one. Yeah. Amino acids. We don't do measurements, we just do sporing. So we get amino acids.
Put a lot into your
That's a
food.
good dose. Yeah, that's a good dose.
Very diverse of you, Paul.
Yeah.
No wonder why you have problems with phosphate.
I don't. My phosphates are rock low.
I was pulling your leg. Come on, take a joke.
I used to, not no more.
Yeah.
And then we mix it. Here, let me show you this. Let's show you this. This is our training now. Watch this. Fox face. Come right up to my hand. Watch. All of them, look. Come right up to
bite
them.
your finger, and you're like, ow.
No, look. Fox face loves it, look.
Nice.
That is cool.
Oh, come on. Don't feed.
Man, my only fish that would actually like full on the Nemo's like Ocellaris clowns obviously eat out of my hands, but the one fish I want to is my coal tang, and he's a big pansy. He hides. Did it just take time, or I just picked the wrong fish, didn't I?
No, mine. It's like I've got that in my hand now, right? Watch this. Watch the coal tang. The coal tang will usually just come straight up to my hand.
Yeah, just rub it in my face, why don't you?
Yeah, watch. It start rubbing itself in between the fingers. It does it. It'll come in a minute. It's just going through.
You palms love rubbing it in, don't you?
It's feeding. That's why it's not coming. It's even out nice. It's in water. The good fish. The good fish.
Let's see if I can feed mine.
Put that there. This way, we'll just get this and pour it in.
Mine don't even come to my fingers. They're like, no, flag that. We know we get some down here. We'll just wait.
Oh, Cruz has just put. Love the community. Thanks, Bob. Cruz has just brought on a $40 super chat. Cruz. Thank you so much. Mighty the money.
He's always showing the support.
Cruz. Cruz, I hope you get well soon. I said Cruz is not been too well.
He's another one I've got to have a chat to. At some point, I've got to have a chat to you, Cruz. Have a good old chin wag. Nothing bad.
Yeah, he's not been well, and hopefully he gets well. Cruz, we miss you. See, everyone misses Cruz. He's not been on in so long. He comes on in the chat. He always jumps in, says hello. But I think everyone has missed his chats because he's not been on in so long. Everyone's forgetting how to read Cruz. That's what it is.
Come say good day if you're feeling up for it, Cruz.
He's not. I've had a chat to her.
Fair call, man. Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Hey, Rookie Reefer. So we said hello in the chat.
What's up, Cruz? Oh, check this out. This is ridiculous. Oh. can't go anywhere without her.
Was that your dog with caught? Oh,
Just chilling next to me on the doona. She's got a
cold too,
jacket
eh?
on. Yeah,
Oh,
she loves it there.
my dog's there.
Okay.
She's got the vets tomorrow. She's got to have an operation, so she's
Oh,
not.
man, that's not good.
That's not good.
What's wrong with her?
She's got lumps over her. She's got a bad ear infection, so she's got to be put to sleep so they can go into her ear. You know, take the samples from her ear.
Yeah.
See what's causing the infections. Because no matter what we've tried, and we've tried a lot of stuff, it's just coming back and coming back and coming back. So she's got to have that done. She's got to have the biopsies on the lump she's got. They said the one on the back, it's 50-50 chance it's cancer. So
That's no fun.
It's just, I hope so with her. They become part of the family, that's for sure.
Yep.
9 in the morning, she's in the vet.
Well, best of luck to her.
Well, she was supposed to be in Newton and all, but she's coming season 2 days before she's got there. Due to be neutered, and now she can't be neutered. So, well, she'll have to be put under again to be neutered. So I might just leave. She's too old. She's 9-year-old.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, I know exactly what you mean. My one's getting on 9. She's just turned 9, I think, or 8 or something.
yeah. Well, Cruz is in here and said, hey, Rick, he had surgery yesterday. See, I didn't mention that to a lot of people to know, but yeah, he had surgery yesterday, Cruz. So that's why he's not too ticky. He's not been well.
Yeah. Yeah, no, as soon as someone says they're not up for it, they need not say more. There's everyone has their own personal things in their lives, and we all understand.
Oh, I totally agree. Yeah.
Nothing against anyone. When you have a chance, you jump in there, you come say hello to the fan.
Well, I say he always says a lot. Even if he can't come on, he'll always send me a message saying like, I can't jump on this, that, and the other. So he always acknowledges me if he's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's good. He's a good bloke.
But I admit though, Cruz is the biggest supporter of my channel. So
it's good to have people that it's good to have them ones that always come back, and they're like constant, really nice like comments that actually make you smile and stuff. It's nice. It makes it worthwhile.
I think it's always nice to jump in someone's channel to say hello. But sometimes it's like Dev does it at 11 o'clock at night. Sometimes I can be in bed by then. Because I start work early in the morning. So, like yesterday, I was on Dev's. Just jumped on
That's like now.
I'm here hanging out while I'm working.
Well, that's like now. The only reason why I'm on is because I've got tomorrow off. It's 2 a.m. at the moment. Like.
Yeah. Well, I had today off. That's why I was on Dev's last night. If I had work, I would have most probably jumped in the chat, said hello, tell everyone to hit the thumbs up, and then go to sleep.
I always see Dev's reminders the night before, and I'm like, I look at the time and it's like 4 a.m. I'm like, can I set an alarm or can I be bothered doing it? I'm like, yeah, I'll try my hardest. I normally make it to the end of it.
I usually feel sorry for Seymour, because when he does he's always on, like, he always jumps on mine. Like now I know he's at work. He works from home, but he's busy. Mm-hmm. He jumps on mine all the time. He's always on, saying hello, talking, and then it comes along. I'm well asleep. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning. Do you know what I mean? So if I've got work, there's no way. Yeah,
what are your guys' thoughts on coral like farming and actually like say coral farming inland and actually planting it like on the reef and whatnot? What are your guys'
I think
thoughts?
that's awesome.
I think it's awesome, yeah. I think it should be done. I think it should be done on every coral reef that there is around the planet. There should be a farmed one. Mm-hmm. There should be a farmed one. If they take from the coral reef, I don't think it should be put straight into an aquarium or shipped out. I think it should be obviously the ones that can be farmed. So when you're talking about your scholars and that, they're not really farmable. You know what I mean?
Exactly, yeah.
But when it comes to like your SPS and your stuff that can be fragged and can be, I think they should take, if they are going to take from the wild, they need to put it into the place, let it grow out a bit, leave it there and send some out. Do it that way, and then you don't need to keep going to the coral reef to pick that certain coral.
Yeah. See, that's what people need to understand, I suppose, is a lot of the way, like, people spend in America, they pay BOCO money for Australian corals, or you guys, for instance, you said, the Scullies, the reason why you pay that much for Scullies is because the stuff that we get over here in general, 90% of it is kind of your B grade Scullies. Everything that's high grade gets sent exported overseas because they know they can get the money for it over there a lot easier. So that's why they're expensive. But you look at all the other corals that has to be propagated, they get brought in as wild colonies. It's a lot of effort to get a wild colony to the state of where it's frags, where they're ready to sell and all that kind of stuff. You've got to factor in costs there. So you look at a piece of, say, ACAN that I can get for 50 heads for $40 or whatever, and that's cheap to me. But by the time you get that to America, frag it up, and then do all them things, of course it's going to be like so much more expensive.
So you got to remember, just say over here for one. We get a coral over here. So just say a colony comes in and it's £70 colony. It's been pulled out of the sea. It's been packed, shipped, all that fee's got to go into it. Now, shops over in the UK, I don't know about other places, but they usually double the price of what they pay for it at their end fee. So they double the price. So £70 one's £35. So for it to be 35, it's so cheap what they're worth. In a way, to stop people buying wild caught stuff, the only thing to do is to increase the price so much that people are going to go for the farm stuff, which is going to be cheaper.
Yeah. That's the thing. It's just actually, I suppose, getting. I only asked the question because I'm also looking into. I've been looking into it for a while over here, but I'm getting kind of really antsy in my brain about it. I'm wanting to help out a bit, so I'm looking into getting some grants and stuff, and but it's talking to the government. Is that me? No.
The only problem with what you're saying there, Paul, is the farm stuff isn't cheaper. It's more expensive because it's the logistics of it at the moment, and the logistics in comparison to what they're getting back is a lot more because, there's not as many corals in the farm, there's not stuff like that. So eventually, that'll change around, but at the moment, like, it just makes more sense for people to just take it from the sea. I am actually about to sort of like undertake a project, sort of like which touches on this exact subject. And it's one of those where there's so many things out there now that can be used which aren't from the sea. Man-made rock, captive bred fish, like mariculture corals, stuff like that. It's there. It's just that at the moment, it's a higher cost. Like, say, for example, a captive bred regal tank is more expensive than wild caught regal tank because it costs more to make that tank than it has to go and fish for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I completely understand.
Well, that'll turn. But the thing is, once the demand comes, then it's like with anything. Remember when DVD players came out for the first time, or Blu-ray players? The very first ones, you wanted a Blu-ray player, you was talking £600-700 for a Blu-ray player. Now you can pick one up for £100 because they're being built in their abundance. There's just loads and loads and loads of them being built, which brings the price down. And the exact same thing will happen with this hobby. Is the more these people can manufacture these fish, the easier they can, culture the corals. The price will come down on them, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I don't personally think they should come down to a low level because I personally think that certain people should be priced out of the hobby. You know what I mean? Because when a fish or a coral has a lower price, it tends to have less of a meaning to people. Like yellow tangs, for example. £30 for a yellow tang. If it dies or whatever, I'll just go get another one. There's no thingy, but if you spend £250 on an Achilles tang, you know, you're a bit more precious over it. You know, you're a bit more like, oh, I've got to make sure that I do everything I can to make sure that this, you know, survives or whatever. So I don't personally think things should be cheaper. I think at the end of the day, this is a luxury hobby. And I personally think certain people should be priced out of it, because as soon as it gets to a stage where everybody can afford it, and that's when loads and loads of lives are just going to be lost. Do you know what I mean?
I 1000% agree with you. I was only thinking about that the other day when I was looking at, they brought in a bunch of purple dot tangs or something, and they were $20 each. And it's just like, that's just asking for trouble. If you're that questionable about buying a fish that you only want to spend $20, you probably can't keep that thing alive. So
yeah,
An interesting way to think about it.
What?
It makes sense. It makes sense, though. It's an interesting way to think about it.
Yeah, that's how I think about it. Is like I said, you know, imagine every man and his dog could buy and afford a Ferrari. Would a Ferrari then still have the same prestige as it has right now? No, of course it wouldn't. It was just the same as a Ford Focus or something like that. You know what I mean? A general day-to-day car for every man and his dog. But, you know, this hobby isn't that type of hobby. It's a luxury hobby. Like, this is our Ferrari. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There you go, Michael.
Do you remember it?
Yeah. I ordered that last night. What time was it? Nearly 10 o'clock at night.
From where?
Amazon.
Yeah. My brain. I just changed my filters last night. Well, the pre-filters.
Well, would it give me? Is it the Vectra? Is it what's it? The Vectra RO unit.
Nice.
It's like a nearly £400 RO unit, and I just swapped all my stuff over. But the one I've got in, I think it's a 50 or 75 gallon per hour membrane, so it's not doing it. Good stuff.
Cool.
That's all right. Yeah, Vertex, not Vectra.
Oh, Vertex. So Woody's always here, you see.
Like my fancy reactor. All right.
Oh, it is. It's posh.
Guys, gotta drop, guys. I'll talk to you later.
Farewell.
All right. Bye, guys.
Take it easy, man.
Sorry, I just took off then, like, when the phone rang, because it was Amazon ringing.
Have any of you guys have seen like any of the TEDx, or there's a few talks from a
Sure have.
marine biologist? Yes, smart ass Dev. Have you ever seen one by a guy called David Vaughan?
There was, I don't remember his name, but I did go to one that was a really good one, and it was about some island and all the plastic that was there. TEDx.
Okay, that's probably something different. This is more so one of the first people that actually realized how much you could fragment corals apart and then graft them together and make like pieces that would take like a lot longer to grow elsewhere. Mainly with like maize brain corals and certain types of things. But he's the head of, I forget. Forgive me, it is 2:30 a.m. over here, but it's one of the associations over there that gives out funding and all that. They do all the marine biology, all the coral stuff, and he's head of the coral propagation and care team or something like that.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of interested to get him on a live chat or something. See if like, has anyone ever tried to get one more so like, I get we've gotten people from companies and all that type of thing, but has anyone ever tried to get like a high profile person that works in the field before on one of their live streams?
Yeah,
it's about to happen.
Me too, actually. I got a guy scheduled.
What? What did you say, Dad?
I said it is actually. I have a guy scheduled.
So do I.
Nice. I like it. Let me just here. Trying to find a quick blurb on it.
Yeah, I've been speaking to Jamie Craig, who is currently sort of like, you know, like the field leader of Coral, Coral flipping, what's the word?
I don't know.
Spawning,
Like-
there you go.
Oh, I know who you're
I'm
talking.
like 24 hours old or something, so.
Nice.
Yeah, so currently in the UK, Jamie Craggs is like one of the sort of like the field leaders when it comes to, you know, coral spawning and stuff like that. And he's actually just got a new grant, you know, to continue his work.
That's
So
Jamie something from the Horniman, that guy?
Yeah, Jamie Craggs, yeah.
Nice. Oh, that's awesome.
So he's going to be coming on a live. He's going to be coming on a live stream soon to talk about what it is that he does, and you know, blah blah blah. So that'll be really.
I think this is going to be a lot more good because I was surprised how many people, even in the hobby, aren't kind of that aware of some of the reefs and stuff like that, and it's some of the issues out there that we need to be leading. Like, if we don't care about some of the issues out there, who's going to care more? Like, we're people that have these things in our tanks. Like, we should care a little bit, that's for sure, because it could come to the point where you guys can't get any.
Yeah. There's I have one guy, he's works at one of the museums, but he does like deep diving and like discovers all kinds of new species and stuff. I think he'll be kind of a cool one to have on.
Oh, thank God for that, Mike. Mike, I love you, but that audio was shocking. Who's echoing? Now someone's echoing. Bloody hell.
Just tell me. Because obviously I'm in the truck. If it ever goes loud, just tell me.
we can't win this situation.
Or to win.
Oh, that silence is golden. in my ears. I should turn my headphones down.
I've got to listen to this 12 hours a day. I can't hit the mute button.
You just need some good noise canceling headphones.
Yes. What do you use them Sony ones, don't you, Mike? They're crap, I think. Depending on which one, they've got 50 models of the bloody things.
I've not got them on at the moment. That's why it sounds the way it sounds. I'm literally just using the hands-free that's built into the truck.
Hey, it works. It just has its moments.
Should I center the sump in the stand, or just kick it all to one end and have a bit more space at the one side?
You're actually doing things over there, are you, Dev? Hang on, let me have a look.
Yeah, man. I'm 3D modeling, trying to debate how to do this all.
Yeah, I had a look at this program. I didn't know much about it, but then
it's handy.
Pretty intuitive to use, hey?
Oh yeah, it's super handy. Like, I've modeled like all these pumps and all kinds of stuff just to help me plan it all.
Yeah, I didn't realize how many they already had in their library, like the bases of skimmers and all that type of stuff.
Yeah, like I took this skimmer and just modified it to be similar to mine, but then I made these DOSA containers and like the Vectras, all that stuff, and the turf scrubber. That stuff I just modeled because I couldn't find it.
You look at the skimmers and they're basically all the same thing, just scaled up or down, like roughly. Give it a
this is a perfect circle.
Type.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I just resized it to be close enough for figuring this out.
So to the right, the 4 containers, are they dosing containers or what are they?
Yeah, they'll be dosing. If I go that route. So
why the separate cylinders?
Well, calcium, alkalinity, magnesium. If I decide to go with the ultronic, the reagents.
Obviously, I know you need separate things. But why not just one block that has separators in it? Like you know what I mean.
I know what you mean. I could. This would probably be cheaper and look pretty.
I don't know. Cylinder tube is really expensive to get. Depending on if you can get it for cheap, that would definitely be cheaper. But
yeah, if I was to make them, they'd be a fortune. But these are only like $40 or $45 or something. They're not bad.
Okay.
Yeah, that's basically because for the price of them versus a custom one, it's way cheaper.
Bang up some acrylic yourself. You're not stupid. You know how to weld acrylic together.
Dude, it's expensive to buy it though. It would cost me more to buy the cylinder, that tube, than it would to just buy a whole thing already pre-built.
Yeah, true.
Seriously, like it's crazy how much it is. But like those little guys,
Dev's about to lose his crown of DIY king.
We'll see, buddy. But look at $42. I would spend more on the tube than I would to just buy this whole thing pre-made. I don't know. Some things just don't make sense. I was going to at one point, and I'm like, it's not worth it.
But you times that by 4, and what's that? $160.
Yeah, and I'd spend that on one chunk of tubing. Plus, I'd still have to spend like what? Each one of those would be like $8. Plus, I'd need all the base stuff. Like it would cost me more to build it. Like some stuff, I'll build it just for fun. But yeah, certain things like that, it wouldn't look as pretty like than the manufactured one, and it'd probably cost me double in the end. Acrylic's expensive here for some stupid reason.
Yeah. If you do it properly and you could actually custom do it, then it, in my opinion, it could look better than the actual factory ones there because you could hide it a bit better. You can put it wherever you want and what shape you want. But I get exactly what you're saying because the fittings are pretty expensive and all that.
Yeah.
They're pretty cheap, but yeah. It's a pain in the ass to build stuff when you're doing a big project, that's for sure.
Yep. But yeah, I don't know. Might look cool if they're all just there matching. Who knows?
How much was the quote for your sump?
Scary.
Come on, just tell us. Come on, we're all friends here.
Scary.
We're all friends here, Dev.
I don't think I'm allowed to say because it was a deal price, but it still wasn't cheap.
Okay. It's the equivalent to what item of reefing equipment? No, you can't even say that. Damn it.
Yeah. No, it would be a good deal, but still freaking expensive to get a custom one done. So I don't know.
Yeah, well, especially if you wanted them clear panels in the side and stuff. That's not easy.
So, kind of where I'm at now, I think I might just do a glass sump, but get rid of like polish the edges and tape the seams and use black silicone to make it look pretty. So I'll probably do that. I'll probably build the chunk of the structure out of just wood and then get like some stuff like that out of acrylic, maybe like this part out of acrylic. Like I'll do some of it fancy, but it's going to be a mixture of DIY and a bit of like finishing bits just to give it that fancy look. Just because my bank account can't afford all fully done.
Yeah, see, you can build it. Are you going to build it yourself?
My mom's friend's actually right now building me the metal stand. And then the tank, obviously, I'll get that built. And then most of this I'll build myself underneath.
Yeah.
And I'll probably get Kyle from Adaptive Reef maybe to do like a couple like facade pieces to like mount stuff to make it look pretty out of acrylic or like my logo and a few things. So still got to work that out with him. But I think that'd be cool, something like that that lights up when you open it, and I don't know, a few little things. So, was looking at this, might be a little out of reach, so just playing with what else I can do.
So why are you choosing to not have a bigger sump, seeing as you have that dead area next to the dosing containers, or?
So right now, like I have my battery backup, my Apex controllers, like all that stuff. So what I'm looking at doing now is putting them up top. So let me move this out. So this is kind of my current tentative plan. So if I put a strip of metal across the bottom of the stand, I can screw the mounts to the bottom of the tank. And then I could hide them here, but that means my cords will be here, so I'll have to make some kind of little facade thing like this to hide them off.
Yeah. One interesting thing to think about, and who's echoing?
What's that? Yeah.
Someone was echoing on mine. It's mine. Hang on. No? Something to think about is just the splash.
Yeah. There's no splashing here.
Yeah, but that's right where your overflow goes.
Yeah, so like it will feed right into the filter roller. And like I always exit my lines under the water level, so there is no splashing. Or
Yeah,
like,
but you look at the bottom. You look at the bottom of your tank and tell me there's not like a little bit of condensation on there.
I don't know.
Because I know there is on mine.
Yeah.
Mine's pretty silent, and I know there's always salt creep and everything on the bottom of my tank. So I can only assume yours is the same. I don't know. I always just like to think of the longevity of equipment. Like when you're placing it, it's all good to put it somewhere for convenience. But if you're going to shorten the lifespan of something, and as I said, some situations aren't like they're different. Like your cabinet may be different to mine or whatever, and get less salt creep.
Yeah, I don't know. Got any ideas? I'm open for them, man.
Yeah, maybe more so on the outside of that side of the tank.
What are you thinking?
On the back of your overflow, possibly, or something.
To put what there?
Your power module.
I don't think they would fit there, to be honest, because I'll have I'll have two return nozzles, so those will have the downpipes as well as an MP40 on each side. I don't think there's not much space left in there.
In there? No, I mean just on the back of it.
Oh, here?
You're trying to make everything way too tiny.
Yep. True that. Like right now, on my current tank, I have wood that comes out like a shelf here. Yeah. Dosing stuff on top, and I have all my batteries and power bars underneath of it.
Yeah.
I mean, I could do a little box there and hide it all underneath again. I mean, that's an option too, right?
Yeah. I just think right above where the water comes in, that I've got to leave. This echo is stupid. I'll come back in a second. Just wait.
Okay.
Back in a sec. 2 minutes. It's not pinned on me, is it? Are people still talking? Hello, Narcosis. King Saul, don't tell me shut the door because I'm making noise. I've just fitted that new TDS there. Remember?
Okay, is that better? Am I echoing? No. Thank God for that.
Yay.
Hey. Yeah, I just think maybe having it right above where the water is actually kind of... I get what you mean. If you have the pipes below the water level, you don't get as much splashing, but it's right above where the most turbulence is in your sump, because that's where the water's actually coming down practically, and then it flows over into the rest of your sump, which is kind of a bit more smooth, like water flow. I'd assume anyway.
27 people on. Dave, looks like 20 people forgot to hit the thumbs up. Nah, that's fine. Oh. Right, well, I've just fitted my new member in, and it worked. I'm saying it works because I was using the membrane lower than the RO unit I was using. So I was going on at Woody saying it's not producing 100 gallons per day, it's not producing. And Woody's like, well, what membrane have you got in it? And I told him, he says, that's why it's not producing 100 gallons per day. So membranes do count. Your membrane, you need to get the membrane that fits the RO unit.
But to be honest, though, they're pretty much all the same.
They're all the same. I think they have what is it? They have more. Is it more coils on the gallons per day? Yeah. Basically, which one it pushes. Well, I've just done it, and it's definitely producing more water output, you know, than it was doing.
Yeah, there's the one brand of them. I forget what it's called. The blue ones with the white label, and it's like the red writing. It's like I forget which one it is. It's very popular. Yeah.
Dow, D-O-W, but yeah, Deltec.
Deltec.
I thought you said Deltec like a bloody computer. Yeah, Deltec, that's it.
What's that? Hang on, what's narcosis? What are you saying there? And Reef Community wide, did you get the 99%? I don't know what you're on about narcosis. I don't understand. Does anyone understand that? That can actually tell me what that means? Because I don't know. So now it's time to sell the old RO unit. I've got a 50 gallon per day RO unit with a pump and the TDS meter built in. So I'm selling it. What's it worth? 50 quid? 60 quid?
I don't know. No idea what they go for there. Sounds
all the stuff that got put in, but got put in at Christmas. So it's had a new membrane at Christmas and all the filters. I mean, water's not dirty yet. It's pretty clean. It's like 50, 60 it comes out.
50, 60 TDS comes out of it?
No, that's what comes out of my tap.
Oh, okay. Whew. I had me worried. I'm like, you definitely need to put that filter in fast.
No, out of my tap.
You
got some third world India water or something happening.
Why? What does yours come out of the tap?
No, mine comes out of the tap at I believe like 85 or something.
Yeah, it's 50 to 80 kind of range generally.
Yeah.
Mine comes out at 24.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, look smug there, you smug little bastard. 24, I'd like that. My membranes would last 4 times as long.
Yeah. So it tells you, I think what he's trying to say in our course is they give you a rating on the things. But this is an old one. So why would it tell you the rating on it? It says Pentair water, reverse osmosis. Model TLC 100, Pentair water. That's all it says on it. Now this is from Woody's old one. And we all know Woody is a multi-millionaire. So we know it's not a crap one.
Must be good stuff.
Pentair water. Let's Google it. Woody has 360 TDS. So Woody, how much are these ones that you buy? How much is that Pentair water one? How much is that for the pack? Because it doesn't tell you on here what they're rated at.
Google is your friend.
Yeah. Well, everyone says they're good. They're the best. Only the best for Sir Woody.
Who is the best?
Like I said, what? Oh, go on.
Oh, I'm just being.
Boop, boop. You're going to get square eyes, keep looking at that.
Yep.
Michael falling asleep, look. That's he's pretending to you, so we all feel sorry for him. Look.
Yeah.
He's there pretending, you know. He's like, oh, I'll pretend I'm really tired. Can you actually hear us? If we call him a bellend, the bellend truck driver, can you hear us?
Depends if you got a smirk on his face.
Yeah. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
That it?
Nothing. We wasn't talking about you, nothing.
Nothing. Boys, I might have to head to bed. It's nearly 3 a.m. So I better catch some Z's.
I feel you.
Lightweight.
Yeah, lightweight. We'll see you in about 4 hours. Stream will still be going, yeah? See you in a bit.
I'll see you then, sweetheart. See you later. Love you.
Later, buddy.
See you later, Rookie. So what he said, that's the one that comes with the RO unit, that one. And what is it? What is it? Vectra or Vertex? Which one is it?
Vertex.
See, what he said, it's 1-to-1. He said he can get like 25 litres and 25 litres down the drain when he uses it.
Yeah.
I didn't think you could get any RO units.
Yeah, the Vertex ones, the one that would have given me. They're the ones that do it.
All I've done all day is drag it.
Right, hang on, we've got Woody here now, so Woody's going to verify this. Because in that course he said 1-to-1 is a lie, period. Woody, can you verify that?
Yeah, it's not quite 1-to-1. It's about sort of 1.5 to 2-to-1.
Right.
If you get like a pint glass, 2 pint glasses, you get the product water and the wastewater. The wastewater will fill the glass up a bit quicker. But they do, Vertex do say it's 1-to-1. There is a video on it as well. There was a guy that done a video to show 1-to-1.
When I just got the 50 gallon per day one, and it came with all the membrane and the filters, I got it running at 0, and then I did it. Bearing in mind, this was like the first couple of months that I had it. It was doing 1-to-1. Then it wasn't doing 1-to-1. Then it went to 1-to-2. So I think when you get a brand new membrane and you kick in, and you most probably will see 1-to-1. But as the weeks go on, the more you're using it, that's where it starts going to like 2-to-1. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's some units out there for 25 litres, it'll probably dump 100 litres.
Yeah.
Most RO units are 4-to-1, aren't they?
Yeah.
When you're on a water meter like me, that's bad.
That's why you get another membrane pod and then run the wastewater through that one as well. And then double your production.
How would you do that?
What?
How would you do that?
Just get your...
PRS has got a video on it.
Yeah, just get your spare unit, run the wastewater, the membrane, whatever, run it through the DI pod as well. Whatever product comes out, have that line running into the bucket as well. And just have the wastewater going down the drain. There is kits you can buy that makes it all joined together properly.
Could you do this? Could I do this? If I plugged my other RO unit in,
I know what you're going to say, yeah.
got the wastewater, connected the wastewater straight to it,
yeah,
running.
Yeah, because you got a pump on it as well, it would run it just as fast as well.
So I'd end up with a lot of good water, wouldn't I? And a lot of less shit water. I could do that, couldn't I?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
I could set that up now, you know.
Try it.
Yeah. Try it. Maybe you like it.
Would it work though? Would there be enough water going through on the waste?
Yeah, but the pump will pull it through anyway. It won't. I must admit, it will be It'd be a lot slower, but you would still get something out of it. It'd still speed up your production.
I tell you what, though, Michael, just as soon as you said something, look, it takes everything dirty. Look at it, is it?
Get your dirty hose.
Dirty hose? Do you know what? Let's play a game.
Right. Is it all still set up? You still got the membrane and all that in there?
Yeah. I'll let it run. But...
And it's got a boost pump on it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, so, trying to think how to do this.
How long's that membrane been flushing for? Have you got that one flushing?
What's the other one?
The new one that you just put in. How long's it been running for?
It's run it for about 10 minutes a minute ago. Didn't need longer.
Yeah, about half hour.
Yeah, I will. Well, what I'll do when I start using it, I'll run it for half an hour.
Yeah, you might as well just do that.
You're only flushing the membrane, aren't you? You're not flushing through DI. You disconnected it from the DI pod, haven't you?
I don't think he's changed that now, but I like to run.
No, what I mean is when you're flushing the membrane,
yeah,
when you disconnect it from your DI because you're just wrecking it and ruining your DI because you're actually using
You want to flush it before that.
It's got its own flush system anyway. The way it does it, it flushes for 15 seconds and bypasses everything, flushes out the membrane.
Do you know what I did on mine? I put in like a T valve, so I flush it after the. I have a flush that will flush it before, like the regular flush kit, and then I have another flush kit that will flush it prior to the DI. So I just let it run there for like a minute until it gets rid of all my TDS creep, and then it saves the DI and exhaust.
Yeah, the Vertex unit, the PureTech unit, it's got a little computer built in that does all that for you.
Okay, fancy.
Yeah, they are good. They're nice units.
I got some manual valves. Yeah.
I need to make sure I can now to disconnect. So I'm going to run this into our raw unit, see what happens.
I think I'm going to have to go to a smaller battery backup.
Paul, if I had TDS as low as you, I would just buy one of them big DI cartridges, like the 7-litre ones, and just run it straight through that. I wouldn't even have a.
They get expensive though.
Yeah, but if he's got like his TDS is as low as that straight out the tap, he could probably get a couple of months worth of water out of the 7-litre DI pods.
Probably.
A few people do that over here anyway, but it would cost me a lot of money because of my TDS is stupidly high.
Yeah. Fair.
Right. You'd think, oh, right, minutes.
$70 for a 20 amp hour battery.
What I do need, if you've got them spare unlock keys.
The what?
You know the unlock keys for the barrels and that.
The lock key?
Yeah, for the chambers on the RO unit.
Oh yeah.
I need that.
Oh yeah, I think I've got 3 of them. I'll send you one out.
Right. So they're both connected up now, so the waste is going into the other one. And then I've got another pipe coming out, so that should be clean water, but we'll find out.
Just run the other one like it was normally how it used to be set up, but the water's coming, instead of coming from the tap, it's coming from the Vertex unit.
That's what I'm doing. That's how it's set up now.
Yeah.
Right, so let's go in there. Where is it going in? That one. That's right.
If it does cause back pressure and it ain't working properly, then the Vertex unit will just shut off anyway. As soon as it detects back pressure, it turns itself off.
Water coming from that one. Hang on. That's there. Well, you can see that. That's the normal one. That's the Vertex one. That's coming pretty quick now. Can you see that?
Nice stream, Paul. Nice stream.
So that's the Vertex.
Hey, Paul, you're live streaming your stream, buddy.
I'm live streaming my stream. Oh yeah, good point. That's fresh water. Oh, for taste mode. That's actually pretty good.
Not too shabby.
Have you done it already? I missed that. I had to go and tell my son to shut up.
Ba-dum-bum-bum.
I think we always like to think ahead
My battery backup is going to be severely reduced, I think.
and actually raise up the work fun. So if we see on the same post, we're not easiest trying to do the technical one, but you're a section.
Dev, you still going for the turf scrubber?
It's breaking in right now.
So you're gonna use it on the new system. I can see it in your mock-up.
Yeah, it's in there for now. I'm trying to make it universal enough so that I could either turn this into a refugium or a frag rack or put the turf scrubber there for now.
Yeah.
Although I just realized though, if my skimmer's at this edge, that it's going to be cutting it on the top there if I have that little thingy on it. The neck cleaner.
Yeah, neck cleaner, yeah.
So I wonder if I should raise the baffle a little bit. So I'll have to figure out what my skimmer likes, if I should put it in the next chamber. I could always just add a chunk of acrylic if I needed to block the light from that and use this as a refuge or something later.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just trying to find a way to make it
when you design that there, you've got both choices, didn't you?
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean...
I'll put the refugium straight in the first chamber. So it drains straight in there.
Yeah. Well, I'll probably have to make these baffle a smidge higher then. I'll go measure what my current one is for the skimmer. I'll make them within like half an inch so that either one could work. It should make a difference.
Yeah. What's the height of it now then?
Huh?
How high is your baffles now?
I think it's 9 inches, but I gotta double check that. Yeah, so that's 9 inches, and I think in actual life, my current
what skimmer do you run?
Huh?
What skimmer do you run?
Coralbox Cloud 9.
Oh, I thought for some reason I thought you had a Vertex. I thought you had like the 180 or something.
I tried one for a while. Okay, required water height. It says 6 to 12 inches, so I guess it's fairly versatile.
Yeah, but yeah, that's a massive.
Oh, it's a beast. It's great. I could go like a month without emptying it, or longer.
It's like Paul with his one. I think he empties his one every 6 weeks.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I could probably go 2 months. Especially when I got the neck cleaner in there, I could go ages. It's great. And I do such a dry skim that I could just like the Energizer Bunny. He's going. Booyah. Ba-dum-bum-bum. Yeah, no, if I do the power bars in the top, like I'll do like a sheet of acrylic or something as like a cover to separate it out.
Yeah. It's a good design though.
Yeah. It's just hard trying to hide it, make it clean. Make use of all that unused space. Decisions.
What's Paul up to? He's literally Frankensteining some RO units, I think.
Yeah. Nice. Frank and Reef.
What are you doing?
I have an extra like double canister housing. I debated adding like more pre-filters or something to mine, but hasn't happened yet.
Yeah.
So this is an 8-stage RO unit.
8-stage.
Yeah.
I could do that. I think mine's a 5. I can make it a 7.
Well, that's what Paul's running at the minute, isn't he? No, you ain't. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is 4 each, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just look at your Frankenstein work.
Something's going wrong with this. This canister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's leaking. So it looks like the O-ring's gone in it. Don't have me throwing water all over the laptop, is it?
Yeah. Whoa. 88 minutes. Bum. It'd almost be nice to have auto top off under the tank.
If you got room to fit it, yeah, I'd rather tuck one away under there.
Like right now, I have a giant jug not under the tank. I don't really have a ton of space for it, though. That's the problem. Let's try 20.
I'm back, blood.
You're back, are ya?
You still working on that sump, Dev?
Always, man.
Always.
It's hard to fit it all. I'm not gonna lie.
That's what she said.
Yep. The struggle's real, buddy. The struggle's real.
Oh man.
There's no nice
how many
way to
gallons
fit it all.
how many gallons is it now?
The display? It's about 160.
What, you're doing 2 tanks at the same time?
No, just one. These are just different options of layouts and stuff.
Gotcha.
Trying to decide how to set it up.
Let's have a look.
Point your camera down.
Damn! You mad. See if it works. We get in. Go minutes.
So the white line's coming out the vertex unit, yeah?
Yeah.
That's the good water, yeah?
I'm going to have to release the pressure in the other one. In the canister.
Yeah, you got to fill up. That other one's got to fill up yet, innit?
Yeah.
You've had it all emptied out.
I can see it filling. See, there's an air thing in it. An air thing. I need to release. Let me just release the pressure in.
It's a pump on.
Release the pressure.
Oh. Well, look, it's not raining in England.
It's been raining in England for about 2 months.
Yeah. Dev, why is your camera so crispy? Like, even on Hangouts, it's so weird.
Oh, I think I might have turned up the crispness. I'll turn it back down.
No, leave it.
Okay.
No, it's just weird seeing somebody with like such a clear camera in Hangouts.
Ah.
Well, I want to see more.
What a TDS panel.
You what?
Yeah, see you later, Narcosis. said, I've got a TDS pen and also I can always check it. You know what TDS?
It is actually clear, isn't it? Like overly
Yeah.
sharpened.
Yeah.
And turn down a smidge if I can.
Is that your vision board behind you?
Yep.
Is it really?
Well, it's my my whiteboard of ideas and things to do and whatever.
That's cool.
Kind of a mess, but
Hey, what's up, fellas?
I'm trying
What
to
is
see if I
happening?
can see any ideas on it I could steal.
Yeah.
What do
Nah,
we
that's
got?
okay.
He kind of done that.
He's
Go
like,
to barber.
he's actually checking, like, let me see if there's any patent pending stuff here.
Take
I got.
buy a Kent.
Let's see. We
What
got
happened?
some data shows, some idea for videos, some ideas for the live streams.
I can't even read them.
One says more Coro.
Yeah.
It says bread, milk, eggs.
Yeah.
Cappuccino.
Oh, Seymour.
Yo, what's up, man?
What is up?
I've got 2.
Look at that.
What is he doing?
He's joined 2 RO units together.
Oh, he's great. I've been in there.
That's a lot less wastewater, isn't it?
Hey, Paul. I like your live stream.
The live streams. Double
Yeah,
live stream. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to get a glass. I'll tell you what, Woody.
Paul,
Yeah,
why don't you just combine both of them into one? All you do is just take the wastewater out of one and put it in the other one.
That's what he's done. He's put the wastewater out of the vertex unit into his other unit.
Then why do you have 2
that's
waste lines? You should only have 1.
No. Wait, you should only have one.
He's using 2 units.
No. Yeah, but when you actually upgrading units, all you actually do, Woody, is you'd only use the membrane from the second unit and take the wastewater out of your vertex membrane. Except the second membrane is going to be killed because it's getting the concentrated dirty water from the vertex membrane. So, but just that's it. And then here, when you buy a kit in the US, they give you like a little combiner that then combines the 2 wastewater lines back into one. So that's all he needs because he's killing the pressure there. So just take that's what I did when I upgraded. I have a 150 gallons per day unit, but all you get is a second unit and some tubing. And you just connect it and they give you like a splitter, but you put it in the reverse where you combine the 2 wastewater lines together.
I have a 200 gallon a day unit.
Yeah, 2 100 gallon membranes.
No. With me is all right. So here's what I did. So you know the stages before the RO membranes. So what I did was like how the 150 gallon a day is set up. Basically, one RO membrane feeds the waste goes into the second RO membrane.
Yeah,
right?
I got that.
Okay, so before all that happens, I tee it off. So from the carbon filter, I tee one off to the 150 gallon a day membranes, and I tee one off to a 50 gallon a day membrane.
Mm-hmm.
And then I combine the 2 waste lines.
Yeah.
As long as you have the water pressure, you guys up there up in Westchester, you might have the water pressure to do that. But
that's the thing. I don't know if I have the water pressure.
Yeah, if you're not doing the water, because me, 3rd floor in downstate, where I am, like I have to use a booster pump. I get 25 psi. I get 90 psi with my booster pump, and to me, the biggest things other than the upgrade, the biggest things that affect the RO performance is the water temperature and the
pressure.
The pressure first, and then the water temperature. Like if I turn on my cold water, it'll make water fast. But I do find when I try to balance the faucet to get it, a little bit sort of in between, I can actually increase my production by like 20-25%.
Can you run? What happens if you run straight hot water through that shit?
Oh, you destroy it.
Yeah, it'll clear membrane. Bad idea.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh,
Bye-bye membrane.
Yep.
Now, what's it called? How high can you turn up the booster pump? How many psi?
Well, my I don't think it's something. It's adjustable. Mine just gives 90 psi is what it gets to. And then when it gets to about 80, 75, 80, I know that my sediment filter needs changing.
Gotcha.
So my sediment filter, it's just a couple bucks, but it actually gets clogged. I replace it every couple of months because
dude, mine's look like cardboard, and I'm too lazy to change it. I have a new one. I'm
lazy.
You
need to change it because it's that. Yeah, well, see, you're just reducing see, that's the cheapest filter that you should replace often.
Yeah.
Because if you let any dirt start squeezing through, that's going straight to your membrane. Because the carbon block doesn't stop that stuff. So you're actually killing your most expensive membrane for just a few bucks.
Gotcha.
And you know, down here, we have like our New York City tunnel is leaking now. So they're building a new tunnel to like bypass and then fix it. So
wait, what tunnel is leaking?
There's a tunnel like under New York or something. There's a huge reservoir. Yeah, our freshwater system. Like it's not. Yeah, it's leaking a little bit. And plus, man, it's flowing through like 100-year-old pipes. Some of these pipes with like steel, like especially when it goes into the buildings.
Galvanized.
Yeah, man, our water down here is like nasty. It could be nasty. Like it's okay if you drink it, but nah, man. Do you guys know why whenever you see pictures of New York, we have those like huge, big water towers on top?
We don't have huge water towers, do we? I've only seen like
all our buildings, every building that's 3 stories or above.
I thought you meant like out west they have like a lot of freestanding ones. Like
no, in New York, all buildings that are three stories or above have a water tower on top. That's because the gravity system is only going to get it up to the 3rd floor. Anything over the 3rd floor, they pump it up to the tower. They pump it up to the tower, and then the tower like gravity feeds like the top floor. The top floors. That's how it's done.
Interesting.
Yeah. Don't trust our water is great because we get a lot of like our membrane lives a long time, but the sediment and the bacteria. The carbon block and the sediment block kills that real easy. So don't take any chances with that, man. I've had my membrane for like 2.5 years and it still produces, it still has like a 98, 99% rejection rate. Never changed it. Never did anything. I never even changed my DI. I just threw it out after 2 years because it was channeling.
Yeah.
But it never got exhausted.
My LFS uses a dialysis machine.
Who?
My LFS uses a dialysis machine. He pumps out so much water per hour. It's retarded.
He's selling?
No, I'm saying like when he makes water, it goes through like he modified a dialysis machine because that's pretty much what a dialysis machine is. It's an RO system. The RO tube is probably about 3 feet long. It's retarded. It's retarded. Let me see if I can Google it. Dialysis machine for RODI water.
Yes, I asked mom for the password. Yeah.
It's very expensive though.
Yeah. I use my regular old dosing pumps.
Very expensive. No. I'm talking not a peristaltic.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. I messed up.
Unit. Yeah. Full dialysis unit.
Yeah.
Oh, it's crazy.
Hey, Woody, what's up, Woody?
What's up, Bo? How you doing, brother?
Dinner? I'm chilling, brother.
Okay. You finished your work?
Yeah. There's always work, Woody. Work never stops. Work
I need to see if I can find a booster pump on these Asian sites.
You might.
Right.
Yo. Shelby.
Yeah.
Something?
Yeah, Mike, we can hear you.
All right, I thought you wanted me. I thought you shouted my name.
Hey, Seymour. Are you going to Macna?
Am I?
Yeah.
I think so.
All right.
No, it's not. No. We don't acknowledge people that think they're going. We don't. We only acknowledge people that know they're going. So Seymour doesn't get to play. Seymour doesn't get to play with us just yet.
Woody, you going to Magna, Woody?
Oh yes.
You going to Magna, Seymour? Oh, that's it. You're not allowed to play.
See, I hate these little elitist clubs, you know?
Well, all you gotta do is come to Macna and you're in. Easy to join.
It's easy to become a part of this elitist club. Come to Magna.
He's a family member.
Come hang out with us.
I'm going to shoot a vertical video right now and send it to Michael.
Oh, wait. Is that supposed to be vertical or sideways?
Vertical.
Ah. Okay.
Michael hates vertical videos. He hates vertical videos, so that's why I'm going to shoot it in vertical and send it to him.
Well, I won't use it.
Hey. Oh, nah. You know what? I'm going to shoot it sideways, but I'm going to turn my head sideways. How does that sound?
Hey, that's fine because the video will be in the right aspect ratio. You just look like a puppet.
Oh.
100 PSI.
Are you go? Hey, Dev, are you going to Macna?
Oh, hell yeah, I'm going to Macna. Tickets are booked, buddy.
Yeah, man.
Plane tickets, hotel. It's all just waiting for me.
I'm going to Macna too.
You sure that ain't waste water coming out there? Look how fast that is.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go shoot a video in the noisiest place I can find, like on the subway.
Check the TDS of it. You got the TDS pen.
I've just done it. 0.
Look at that. Have you got a spare drum? Where's your 25-litre drum? See how quick it fills it up.
Hey, Paul, you could use that. You could use that in the hot tub, Paul.
I've got one in the shirt. I won't get it.
Yeah, go on, see how fast it fills it up.
Yeah, he could put that in the tub, right, Woody? In the hot tub. That would be like it'll give you like that nice supple skin, you know, that we all want.
It'd have skin like a fish.
No.
Do you know what it'll actually do? It'll actually do the opposite because there's no minerals or salt in the water, so it'll draw them out of you.
Yeah.
So you end up getting out of the water and you'll be ill.
All right, I want to.
See how quick it fills it up.
You need one or what? You need a hot tub, you said?
No, booster pump.
Oh.
I'm gonna run it like 120 psi.
Well, but I don't think for the most part you can control the pressure. It just pushes out at one pressure, and
no, you can control the pressure. You need a valve to dial it back.
Oh, you could dial it back. All right, I didn't even know that.
Yeah,
I just let mine run. I just let it go at 90, and it works for me.
Yeah. Now I'm looking for the one that has the highest pressure. I want like 100 psi minimum.
Banana rest. Good for me. You see, I'm on a water meter. I'm cycling off the water.
The water.
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 A spot of water in my teacup.
He's on a water meter, and he's got a hot tub and a flipping fish tank. And he drinks coffee like it's going out of fashion.
Yeah.
It is going out of fashion.
Never.
Oh, Seymour, did you respond? Did you respond to
Is that the waste?
No.
See? Guess slow the waste is.
I didn't, Gio.
No, it's definitely going to be better than 1-to-1.
Yeah. So where's the waste from the other unit? You're running it into 2 units, isn't
That is the waste from the other unit, but the waste from your unit is going into that unit.
Yeah, it's going to that unit, yeah.
Yeah, and then the waste out of that unit is going down the drain.
See how slow that was. You're going to fill that 25 litre up in 10 minutes.
Where are we now? How many minutes have we done it?
2.
Reef chemistry.
I pulled it out. No.
This is like my first time on Reef to Reef.
Reef to Reef?
I've never been on it.
Okay.
Oh, you know the thing about Reef to look at for sale stuff.
Oh, Reef to Reef is the shiznit now. Reef Central is dead. And Reef to Reef now allows you to filter by like New York, so you can actually find stuff that's local.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Freaking what was I gonna say?
You're not coming to Palooza, Gio?
I'm on the fence.
All right.
He's saving to come to Macna for our Macna party.
Nah. I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence because like.
Ain't no party like a Macna party.
Look at the fence and be like Vegas, baby, and then just hop off. Make the leap of faith. I did it off a building. You can do it off a tiny fence. This is fine.
Nah, I'm on the fence mainly because I really don't know if I want to see anybody.
If what?
Like, I'm on the fence mainly because I don't know how many people I actually want to see.
Hey, we're not there to see people. I'm there for the corals, bro.
Man, I got enough corals, man.
All right, well then.
I got enough corals.
All right, man.
I'm at Macna solely and utterly for all the people. I can't wait.
For me, it's a social. It's more social.
It is, but
I don't have a black credit card like Seymour does.
It's like.
No, are you doing dishes?
Yeah.
No idea.
It's like these Google Hangouts, but live and in person, and probably with a little more alcohol and a bunch of corals, and it'll be fun.
Oh yeah, you don't want me near any form of alcohol at any kind of palooza.
It's a Macna, so you're safe. There's no palooza in there.
Even that.
And it's a safe place as well because it's even in the title of the flipping town. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, so you know, it's a safe place. Do what you want.
You're safe.
Blame it on the alcohol. Blame it on the
alcohol. Equipment for sale. Why am I looking at stuff for sale?
Hey, man. Hey, that was the time to buy, Gio. It's summer.
I know, man.
This is true. Solid point.
Oh, wait, what's it called? Is that tank part out like real or is it a prank anymore? That you guys were talking.
It's real.
About? It's real.
It's real.
Wow.
Yeah, I messaged him and he put it on Instagram.
Wow. I mean, I saw it on Instagram too. I messaged him, but I didn't think it was real.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, like, bro, I'm trying to get some stuff, man. You know me.
What happened to Exclusive?
He parted out his tank.
It's fully gone.
Listen, bro, I don't know.
Oh, man. I'm still a little upset about that.
All right, well, it is what it is. You upset you didn't get to buy it, or upset?
No, I'm upset. I'm upset that he sold the stuff I gave him for free.
Oh, really? Oh man, and I was supposed to go and pick up like, see, man. Hey, that's what you do. You gave it to him, so
yeah. I'm looking for an article, right, to see.
Yep.
What I want to see about Bionic and Red Sea color program. If there's like a mathematical combination for them right now.
I don't even think they publish like exactly what's in them. So I think
that's the thing that's going on.
They don't. I think I've read through some.
My tank is looking good, but I know it needs a water change. Like there's certain colors that aren't there anymore, and I don't know.
Want them back?
I don't want to
See, that's why in your instance, I would just do the water change, man, because that's to me that's the cheapest. At 40 gallons, you could turn the cost is going to take you to turn that tank over 50% or 60%, 25, 30 gallons. It's going to be that's going to be cheaper. It's a little bit more labor intensive, but it's cheaper than going out and buying like the coral colors thing.
Yeah.
But at least the thing with the Red Sea is if you see like the Red Sea, the fact that it's broken down into A, B, C, D for different colors. Like I know red is like iron and some other ones. At the very least, you can at least try to dose the ones that are.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would just do a water change, man. At that point, I would just do a water change. I'll just do a water change like every couple months and just do a full system refresh.
Yeah, that's what I need to do.
And find salt.
I mixed up 20 gallons of water, but about 5 gallons of that water was just like sitting. It was just already eye water, and it was sitting in the bucket. And when I tested it, for some reason, I got up to like 77 TDS. I don't know.
Yeah, but that's what happens. Listen, once you make the water, the TDS starts going up. The TDS doesn't stay at zero for any length of time.
I'm scared to use it. So I'm scared to.
I would use it as long as it was zero TDS when the minute a speck of dust touches that water, the TDS goes up. It's only zero TDS where you make it. Like if you put it in the container, if the container has any residual salt, the surface tension changes and it's no longer zero TDS. So the fact that it's 77, I wouldn't even worry about it.
Yeah.
So here's another thing too, is that the pump that I use to mix my salt is the same pump I use to pump water out my tank.
Doesn't matter, bro. Like you're talking minor things.
It's been sitting for about 2 weeks.
TMG.
It's the same thing.
Where do you put that water into once you're done?
What do you mean?
Where does that water go from your barrel?
Into the tank.
Yeah, so don't exactly. So who cares?
Don't worry about it.
From your tank.
Okay, so if something happens,
right?
Hold on.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna record the screen right now. So if something happens,
okay.
Okay. I need a frag from you. Okay.
I mean, I use the same.
I wouldn't worry about it personally.
Water. I use the same pump to put top off water, to pump water down the sink, and to pump freshly mixed salt water back into the tank. Like it's the same pump. Like at that point, even if the pump was filled with salt and I put it in a 20-gallon bucket of RO water for my top off water, that half a pint of salt water doesn't really impact the salinity that much. Like that's minor. That's the equivalent of you probably emptying your skimmer cup. The shift in salinity. It's not that much. It's really not that big deal.
Gotcha.
Yeah, whenever I make RODI water, I did it before. You leave it for 5 minutes and came back, it's already 5 TDS because dust, whatever's in the container, like once it gets exposed to air and a couple specks of dust or whatever, chances are the TDS is going to change. Yeah, I don't worry about it. Look, people make salt water and do automatic water changes over the course of a month, right? So even if you had salt water sitting, as long as you aerate it periodically, it's not a big deal.
Do you aerate? Okay. I just have a power head that lives in the bottom of my brute trash can.
Yeah.
All right.
Is that Dave I heard? Is that Dave?
Yeah. What's going on, Dave?
I was trying to say that don't worry if something happens, I got you. I'll give you all the Hollywood stunner you want, brother.
Perfect. You're set, buddy. You're set.
He said a frag, so he didn't say which frag. Bro, I got a Hollywood stunner for you, man. Hey, Dave, I'll bring you some Hollywood stunner for Tarifa.
Man, I got a Hollywood stunner.
I'll use it for frag plug
in the chat.
All right.
Nice.
You know what, Dave?
I killed one.
A good idea. You know what? You know what? That's a good idea, Dave. I'll turn it upside down and put my Cyphastrea on it, so Cyphastrea grows over it.
You better kill it first.
You think the tentacles are gonna come under and over?
I think it'll curl itself over.
Oh, come on, bro.
Kill that thing. I did it. It fell off a rock in the refugium tank, and a power head was blowing right at it. And now it's just a few green spots on a big white plate. It'll probably grow back.
I'm gonna turn you down before mine hears you.
I recently had to up my alkalinity. So I'm at 48 milliliters a day.
Yo, you know what just helped me? Running a pump right where it drips in, making a lot of turbulence right where the dosing lines drip it in. I have a small little sun.
I dose in between the baffles where it drops. You know, where the water overflows and drops down into the chamber. That's where I dose. So there's plenty of turbulence.
That's actually a good idea, Dave, because the first time when I started dosing Triton, like, it wasn't going anywhere. And it wasn't until later on when I was doing some maintenance on the pump, I realized, like, where I was dosing it, it had, like, a big blob of, I don't know what to call it, like calcium carbonate. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not usable by your coral. That immediately becomes useless.
Yeah. No. I don't have a precipitation problem, Dave. Like,
okay.
I took my calc washer offline.
That's good too.
I took my calc washer offline just because I was going through about 4.5 gallons of it a week.
Right.
Saturated. And on top of that, I was dosing 2-part. So I took that offline, and then I just went 2-part, and then I bumped the dosage up by a lot just to compensate. And my alkalinity was like, you remember we were talking, it was sitting in about like 6 point something.
Yep.
And it kept going down. I just kept testing it. So I had to start increasing the dosing, and now the dose, my alkalinity is leveled again. But I went from like 36 milliliters a day to about 48 now, just to keep up.
So,
you know,
I changed up my dosing the other day. I used to do all my alkalinity at night and calcium in the day, and I swapped it so they both go 24 hours a day now. So I'm curious to see if that makes any difference for like stability.
I think it does. I never get the idea of dosing alkalinity during the night. I understand the concept behind it, but it doesn't work.
Well, it's to keep your pH higher. That's the only reason to do it.
Yeah, but it really doesn't. You know,
it affects it. It will go higher.
Barely. Like you're talking about by like 100 of like a few hundreds of.
It depends on.
Because I've done it and I never noticed a big difference. And
but when you're at the pH where you're at, you don't have a big difference. But like me, when I was dosing BRS 2-part and I'm at 7.8, like dosing alkalinity at night actually made a big difference.
TMG?
But yeah, it did. But you know what actually worked for me the other day? Like my tank looks the best at DKH about 7-8. I just upped my DKH to about 9, and the pH actually, not that it's going up to 8, but it doesn't go below 7.8 and 9. So it's between 7.8 and the 7.9. It stays there steady, rock steady all day. So I'm happy with that.
Okay, so the last day or two, I changed it to do it over 24 hours, right? So my low point, 8.09, is the lowest, right? 8.13. Now, if I look back, like from a few days back, 8.14, 8.15, 8.13, 8.14. So 09 to 14. So it's about 0.05.
Quick question. That low point right there, right?
Yeah.
What did you guys cook that day?
No, that's at like 9 in the morning. So that might have been eggs. Okay, here's 6 in the morning. I wouldn't have been up yet. I would be just waking up around 8.1. 3:30 in the morning, 8.09. I'd be sleeping.
Whenever people come over, my pH skyrockets. Sky drops off. Because the extra CO2, especially in the winter, it's the CO2. I tried Kalkwasser on a dosing pump. That didn't work at all. So I tried it for a couple of days, took it right off.
I dump Kals every hour all night.
Yeah, that's what I actually changed it to. I changed it to dosing the 1 hour, every hour, all day, all night.
Mine's every
that's
like
what I'm gonna maintain.
Mine's like 0.7 mils, like every like 15 minutes, basically.
Really?
Should probably do that.
I'm every 2 hours.
Yeah,
every 2 hours I drop either every hour I drop calcium, and the next hour I drop alk. Next hour I drop calcium. Next hour I drop alk.
TMG's working like me. I get the calcium's on the even hours, alkalinity's on the odd hours.
Exactly.
Yeah. At night it dumps calcwasser.
Yeah.
Would you say it, Dave?
At night it dumps calcwasser. I do calcium on the even hours and alkalinity on the odd hours during the day, 4 times. So over an 8-hour period. And then at night it squirts calcwasser every hour.
Gotcha. How much calcwasser are you going through in a week?
I don't know. I do 20 mils an hour, and I fill it into a pretty big jug. So.
Oh, okay.
And as soon as that jug's empty, I have 2 jugs. So as soon as that one's empty, I make up another batch. So
how long does that jug last you?
About a week.
And what is it, like a gallon jug or a 2-gallon jug?
It's a big, like, 1.5 gallon jug. I don't know where I got it.
It's the flat ones. Is it those flat ones?
No. It's like a juice jug from Costco or something.
Oh, I know exactly what jug he's with the handle.
Yep.
Yeah.
A gallon and a half or something.
I think it's a Hawaiian Punch.
Nice.
I think it was apple juice. My son likes apple.
Oh, the Mott's. Yes, the Mott's. Yeah, the Mott's. But
some carbon dosing too, apparently.
So wait, you using that amount of calcwasser, do you actually notice a difference?
I do. Well, I've always used calcwasser in my ATO, but I stopped using it in the ATO because I said, what if I'm dosing, say, alkalinity, and my ATO pumps in calcwasser water right on top of it? So I stopped using it in the ATO because, you never know when the ATO is going to squirt.
Yeah.
So now my ATO is just water, and I'm using less of it because I'm putting a gallon a week in, of the calcwasser. So.
Yeah. I'm telling you, it just got so frustrating because going through literally 4 gallons in a week, dude, it's frustrating.
Back in a second.
Because I'm not home all the time to mix it up, and then fill up the dosing container. It's just annoying. So I do want to get the tank back on calcwasser though. Gonna be building a calc reactor. So
right.
Yeah, I think that's it. I just bought some calcwasser. I had grand plans, and I don't think it's worth it. I think that's it. I think that's my full experiment forever with calcwasser.
Okay.
Yeah. No, the reason I like calcwasser is it adds a stability to the tank that I've noticed. And that's when I added, I started testing daily, and the swings you would get with alkalinity, like when you're trying to dial in your alkalinity and your calcium and all that kind of stuff. It makes it almost rock solid just because it's being added in.
And there's no dial-in calcium versus alk. It adds both. And I don't know, for some reason, I don't know, on new tanks, I just find that on new tanks, it works great. You could dial in your tank really easy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
With calcwasser. And you get this crazy coralline algae growth early on in a tank when you're, to me, every tank I've started, I've always used calcwasser early, and I've gotten this crazy coralline algae growth early. But for me, I've always used it in the ATO. I tried it on the dosing pump on a nano tank, but in an ATO, especially, for instance, my tank yesterday used because it was a warm day, use a ton of ATO, use a ton of fresh water. If I had the calcwasser in it, it would probably, between the day before and yesterday, it would have doubled its usage. So, my tank would have been off.
Yeah.
So every time the seasons change, it always takes me a few weeks to dial it in, and then the corals end up not being happy for a couple weeks.
Yeah, and that's why I think it should be on a doser. But
calc also affects phosphates, right? Doesn't it drop it out of the water column?
Yeah,
it does.
It takes phosphates out.
No, I have undetectable phosphates on test kits.
That might be why.
I don't have an ultra low test kit, but just saying. I can't. I always read 0 on the Salifert, but I do have to clean the glass in my aquarium, and my Chaeto grows, so I know I have phosphates in there somewhere.
Yeah. It's when you got that ultra low. When it's only after I came off the Zeovit system that I started to think, Zeovit, you do all this crazy stuff to create and I'm not knocking the system because I still think the best tank I've ever had was when I was using Zeovit, but you end up using the zeolite rocks and the carbon dosing to remove all the nutrients for your tank. They're indetect. If you follow the Zeovit system, like even with a ballpark, you end up with an ultra low nutrient tank, and then you have to buy all these supplements to then feed the corals because they're basically starving to death.
Right.
So it's like an interesting balance where you remove everything, and then you have to feed aminos and all this stuff.
I was back now, so it must have been my internet. Honestly, fucking it's Virgin Media, fucking 200 meg broadband, and it's still shit. I don't know what's going on.
Go to O2, Woody. Go to O2.
I know, mate.
You should, man.
Yeah.
Don't let Rupert Murdoch take your money, man.
Yeah.
Oh man, I can't wait to see how much. I don't know. I find it fascinating, just like how much consumption these tanks go through. Like watching your tank grow is one thing, and then just watching your tank consume is like a totally other thing.
I know. That's why everything that I don't really like, I'm trying to get rid of.
Yeah.
Why feed it if you don't like it?
Like here's my biggest fear. My biggest fear is that I pull the Hollywood Stunner out and my alg shoots up.
That's what happened.
I know it's gonna happen. I know it.
Hey, Asa's here, right? I think Asa's listening because he's at work. Hey, Asa, I know you coming to Palooza. Asa, hey, you want a Hollywood Stunner? I got a nice piece for you, Asa. I think it would do well. It would blend right into that tank you
got. Don't take it, Asa.
Hey, it's free. Who doesn't want free?
Yeah, right?
It's not free. It's going to cost you about $8 a week in 2 parts.
Like free up front. Let's just be terms and conditions. It's free.
It should be a much more expensive coral. The amount of 2-part it takes up.
Right. It's a shame you can't kill it and put it back.
No, dude, Dave, we got to do this together. Kill it and then put some really cool Monties on it.
Yeah,
custom Monties.
Yeah, my plan is to put a Cypher Stray on it if I don't get someone to take it by Palooza. I'll just bring it home, leave it outside the tank, and once it's dead, put something encrusting on it.
Yeah, is that ethical? Like these things are dying in the wild. We're here, dude. I feel kind of horrible even talking about this.
I can't imagine Hollywood Stunners dying in the wild.
Yeah. Well, it's already killed other corals, so I feel sorry for my other coral that died.
Yeah.
That's why I took mine out. It was zapping a few of my nice ones. I was like,
Hollywood Stunner. Which one's that?
Is it Chalice with yellow polyps.
I don't think it really is a chalice, though. I was reading something. I don't think it's really a chalice.
It's the devil.
Coral, maybe? All chalices are mean, though, really.
It's the devil.
Would you say, Dev?
All chalices are mean. Chalices always win.
Nah, bubble coral. Bubble coral, hands down. I had a frag of Hollywood Stunner next to the bubble coral. The wrasse moved it too close, and guess who won? Bubble coral all the way.
Bubble coral.
Galaxia coral packs a potent sting too.
Yeah, that one's tough.
That one that O gave me, that bubble coral, I put it up against anything.
Fight.
I think that's why the anemones stay put. They don't want no trouble.
They know their place, eh?
Yeah.
Dave, you going to wrap, right?
Definitely.
All right, I want a piece of whatever frag you got.
Huh?
Dave, are you coming back?
That's what he got.
Oh, the stuff I like, I'm not fragging up. There'll be a lot of bird's nest and pallies in Billy's tank.
Hey, hey, one thing though, Dave, that cold coral at the finger leather.
Not yet. Wait on that.
Seymour, Dave, do not give up on Seymour. Seymour is a newly saved and sanctified sticks and plates guy.
No, he gave me these softies, so he can have pieces of them back. But right now, I got like
he's been delivered. He has been delivered.
Right now, I got like a dino thing going on in the macro tank, and that's where the softies are. So I don't get to you.
How many of you guys have Melanaris wrasses?
I have one. I love him.
He's good? Okay.
Yeah,
I might buy one today, so.
Yeah. Make sure you get them small.
Yeah, I think she's around 2.5 inches, so hopefully it's not too big.
Yeah. Nah, they're really nice. You know what else is really nice? Look up checkered wrasse.
Checkered wrasse?
Yeah, look it up right now.
I lost Terminator, my cleaner wrasse, a couple weeks ago because he decided to leap and land on top of the mesh screen. So I'm getting a new one of those, and she had a Melanaris wrasse too, so I've been debating him.
It's also called the marble wrasse.
Oh, those are kind of cool, the checkered ones.
Yeah, no, they look like I have one. I have him and the Melanaris. And
you have 10 of them?
It's like, huh?
You have 10?
No. I have the marble checkered wrasse and the Melanaris wrasse.
Nice.
Yeah, I love them.
The Melanaris looks cool. I think I'm going to grab them.
I definitely want a red chorus wrasse too, but...
Oh, they're terrorists.
They're terrorists. We said it.
He constantly flipped over like every frag in my buddy's sand bed, trying to like hunt for pods. Constantly drove him nuts.
Really?
He's not a close relative of the yellow chorus. Like it's not just a yellow chorus that's red. Like it has.
No, I know they're not. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, they're a completely different personality.
They're closer to probably a Melanaris.
Closer to like the cigar wrasse that CJ has, where they flip stuff and look for like.
Yep, the red ones 100% do that.
Yeah.
A cigar wrasse, so I'm looking up for that.
Yeah, CJ peppermint wrasse. I think CJ got
the banana wrasse. That thing is, I'm in love with that banana wrasse.
I've been trying to get one. I bought one a couple days ago.
We get them at my LFS from time to time.
Well, but for some reason, I think my wrasses in my tank now are so established. They're pretty tough on any new additions. So I've had him, quarantined him, put him through acclimation, put him in the acclimation box, and they don't mess with them when they're in the acclimation box. Everything looks fine, and then once they get out,
cigar wrasses are ugly.
The true bell ends.
Yeah, I don't really like the cigar wrasse.
Yeah,
it's pretty ugly.
I think I'm finished with fish. I want to get rid of this damn.
Dude, I lost 2 fishes. I'm down to 9 fishes now.
Yeah, I want to get rid of this fox face, but my wife won't let me.
I'll
keep spitting water out of the tank, and so you have to clean it every day or every other day.
How big is it?
It's pretty big. I think I've had it for 2 years, so I think it's pretty cool. And I had him when he was small. I think he's pretty close to adult size.
Wow. Nah, my flasher wrasse jumped and my clownfish jumped. So I'm down to 9 fishes now instead of 11.
Yeah.
So it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy that I have 11 fish. I had 11 fishes in the 40.
What's your next fish purchase, Dev?
Today, probably a Melanaris and another cleaner wrasse.
Cleaner wrasse. I haven't tried those in a while.
I like them. I think they're good, like little tank medics to have around.
Yeah.
I think they're beneficial. And mine was like Terminator until he finally leaked onto the screen mesh in the middle of the night because I didn't have it fully on. That sucks, but he's jumped so many times and been like such a survivor. Like he's jumped at least 5 times.
And you always caught him?
Yeah. He's even been licked by the puppy. Like he was like seriously like Terminator. It's great. Met his match though.
Yeah. Hey, Dev, you running a UV sterilizer?
Nope, never have. Are you?
Yeah. I did. I got it because I had dinos. And I think it helped. I think it eradicated it.
Oh, that's cool.
But I think it also. I have to clean the glass a lot less, so I still run it for like a few hours every night.
Good to know. That's solid reasoning right there.
Yeah, I literally. It doesn't clear the water as much as ozone does. I think when you see you run ozone, so when
I
you
have
run
ozone.
the water is clear, and ozone does a lot of benefits in terms of cleaning the glass. But I think UV, it doesn't clarify the water as much, but in terms of not having to clean the glass like every other day, I can go a week. I can go 7, probably 8 days without cleaning the glass.
That's solid reasoning right there.
Yep.
That's my goal, buddy.
Yep. Get an automatic glass cleaner.
Yeah, that could work
automatic dosing, automatic glass cleaner. Man, what do we have to do?
Just look at it.
Aquascape.
Yeah.
Smile. Feed him once in a while. Waste money on coral. You know, the basics.
Don't even got to feed it, bro. Automatic feeder.
Yeah, I feed mine frozen though. I have an auto feeder. I only use it when I go to town.
Yeah, and I use it every day. I only feed frozen though.
What's that?
I only feed frozen by hand.
Yeah, I feed frozen. That's why mine doesn't get used very often.
Yeah, I feed frozen, but it goes when I go out of town. You're absolutely right.
Yep.
Even if my wife feeds when I'm not here, at least I know they're taken care of. And let them eat good for a week. I'm not worried about that. And that's one of the reasons I got rid of the copper band butterfly, was because he didn't eat frozen, and I needed the tank to be a little bit more self-sustainable. No, well, he ate frozen. Sorry, he didn't eat pellets. Sorry.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so I needed the tank to be a little bit more self-sufficient when I travel for work. So.
Yep. Fair enough.
Plus, he was also picking on a new clam I had, so that too.
Yep. I think I may get may sell my hippo tang when I do my tank upgrade.
It's that time. He's getting too big, or are you not?
Yeah, anymore? I mean, my powder blue's a close second, but he's the biggest fish in the tank, and his fins are a little bit ratty. Like someone's picking on him a bit, and I have no idea who.
I think it's time for mine to move on too.
Dev.
Yep.
Quick question: when's your peak pH? What hour?
Say that again. What about it?
What time does your pH peak at?
Let me look.
Probably coincides with his light schedule being, because mine coincides when the T5s have been on for a couple hours.
Yeah.
And I think I'm at max photosynthesis then.
All right. So one day it peaked at 18. So 6:30 to 6:30 to 8:30 is my peak.
What's that military time?
16:30 to 18. To 20.
And what's it called? What time does your lights come on? And what's your lighting schedule?
I guarantee it will match up. Actually, here I can look at what the power consumption from it will be close enough.
Yeah.
Return pump, MP40, radians and watts. Offset it actually. What?
That's interesting.
That is. It's like peaking after the tail end of my light cycle. It climbs while the lights are on. The lights start to tint down, and that's when it peaks. That is interesting.
Actually, no, that kind of makes sense. It peaks right.
Yeah, peaks after my light cycle.
Yeah, maybe they're respirating even after the light is off. Maybe a few hours after.
Yeah. Crazy. There you go.
Yeah.
It's always interesting to see.
I think somebody was selling that power monitoring kit, but I had a hard time justifying what the heck to use it for.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be
Kinda
I
hard.
mean,
I mean, it
I just wouldn't want the
sounds like
wires
a
in my
good.
tank.
Oh, yeah, that too.
That's my biggest complaint.
I just put MP40s on, and I put both of them on one side. I don't want to have to put one on the other side because I just like how the peninsula end looks. It has two frag racks, but still, it's better than a gyre.
18. Okay, so at 18 is when it peaks, and 18 is also, so that's 6 would be around here. Yeah, so it peaks and then as my light's dropping off. It's interesting, eh? Crazy.
Man, I'm looking for what's for sale. How far from your Coros do you have the MP40s? What's the farthest Coro away from your MP40 then?
The furthest? Far.
Yeah. The closest.
Oh, closest? I don't know. I can go look. Let's go to the...
Yes, sir. Oh. Hey, where did Paul go? You sleeping? Oh, chat. Hey, Dave. Hey, Miss Reefer Fox. My Senite showed peak light halfway through my schedule. Let me see when my peaks. Oh, let me check with the Apex. Mine peaks at 18:45. So I guess 7 o'clock. Yeah, mine's 8:15. Not bad. Where did everybody go? Reef Dudes is here twice. Hey, Woody.
Did you hear me a minute ago or no?
No.
Were you looking at my phone? How I was just showing the tank /4?
Oh, did you call me?
Yeah, man.
What up, brother? I'm just chatting on the phone to one of my pals. He's a bit of a bellend, but he's all right.
Oh, so that means Paul then.
How'd you guess?
I know.
Just telling you, I'm going to sort this RO out.
Yeah, I'm just helping him sort this RO machine out.
Yeah. Wait, Woody, I missed that. A call came in. What you say? You're talking to your bell-end friend?
Yeah, just talking to Paul. Just helping him sort this RO machine out, and we'll jump back on.
He's the one that messed it up.
No, he's doing well. He's doing well. He's got it to about 40 minutes, 25 litres of water, which is what? What's that? Yeah, about 5 gallons, isn't it?
Getting there.
5 gallons. He needs help sorting out 5 gallons of water.
No. Just sorting the RO machine out so it runs well. What's your RO machine do? How many gallons an hour?
You're talking on Facebook.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Is mine 90? No, I think it's 180. I have a dual membrane.
How long does it take you to do 5 gallons?
I have no idea. I put a float valve on it, so I just turn it on and then walk away and then come back later and turn it off.
Yeah, mine takes about 35 minutes.
So in what you got a 200 gallon, didn't you?
I got 150 gallon per day.
Yeah, he's doing about 5 or 6 gallons in about 40 minutes.
What? That's not bad.
Yeah, that's good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, mine's at 180. I have no idea what it actually works out to, though. A lot of water on the floor if you bugger it up and leave it on.
Yeah, that's the thing, innit?
Nothing. Yeah,
Right, let me just finish off helping Paul and I'll jump back on.
all right.
Yeah.
Gosh, I'm so tired, man.
Have a nap.
Oh, I did nap last night. I had a deadline this morning. I don't want to sleep during the end. I don't want to sleep during the middle of the day.
I'm just going shop. I'll be back in 2 minutes.
All right.
You talking to me or your wife?
Dun, dun. Maybe both at the same time. In the stream, everybody. He's like, just be back.
What's happening, guys?
What's going on, buddy?
He's back.
Busy today.
Yup.
I got a question for you. I put my anemones in like this little cloth acclimation chamber. I'm supposed to be putting up an anemone tank the next weekend. So I'm looking, because they're isolated from the rest of the tank, it's still sharing water. I'm seeing like their waste. I didn't realize anemones produce like a lot of waste.
Yeah, they get heavy because it's like they suck in the water, don't they?
There's like all this poop and stuff in the container.
Oh, wait. Sorry.
Yeah, waste. I'm like, huh? I didn't realize they like produce waste like that.
It all just magically disappears into our water, doesn't it? But now, because it's trapped in that little mesh bag type thing, you get to see it. It's mad, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
If you think about it, what goes in's got to come out. Such is life.
What goes in gotta come out. I gotta use that one. What goes in?
So, Seymour.
Yo.
What's for tea today?
What, the pea?
Yeah. Or dinner?
Oh, I don't know yet. My wife's sleeping.
What time is it?
It is 1:55 p.m.
Lunch then. Have you already had your lunch?
Nah.
You're going to waste away to nothing. You need to eat.
Might just go to McDonald's.
Nice. Yellow course.
Yeah.
Yellow course wrasses are supposed to be pretty good, aren't they?
Oh, here's a question for you guys. What fish are available that have been captive bred?
Yellow tangs, hippo tangs, bangais, clownfish. Probably lots more.
Well, I know those ones. I want to know if there's any more. Do you know any more? Aro? Seymour?
Wait. Sorry, I dozed off. What did you say?
I'm saying, what fish do you know of that can be captive bred?
Oh, I know clownfish and banggai cardinals. But I'm not a big fan of cardinals. There's a lot of little small fish that can be captive bred.
I know chromis can. That's another one. I don't know what else. Is it? What's the chat? Is this still a live stream? I don't even know.
yeah, It's a live stream.
All right, okay. So people in the chat there, what fish that you know of can be captive bred? So we know we know clownfish, Banggai cardinals, chromis, and then obviously the other ones which are captive bred in a laboratory, like regal tangs or hippo tangs, yellow tangs, stuff like that. So what else is there? What else is it that you guys know of? Like, I can't think of it. I can't think of it off the top of my head. You know, what can and what can't.
I don't know.
I can't read the chat though, so one of you is going to have to do it.
I'm trying to think.
Angels, Anthias, dotty backs, mandarins now.
Has anybody ever successfully bred mandarin? I suppose, like in a sort of like. Go on.
One of my buddies kind of did. I don't know if the babies ever made it, but I know he had little larvae and little things cruising around eating rotifers, but I don't know if they made it past that. Yeah.
What, for mandarins?
Yeah. The green spotted ones.
Right.
Ooh, yeah. But yeah, I know people definitely have. I know Biota breeds them.
Breeds what? Mandarin?
Yep.
Right. I'm definitely interested to see how many fish are actually available to be captive bred. You know what I mean?
Slowly getting more.
It's not like it goes back to what we were saying earlier on about, you know, the hobby and stuff and trying to, you know, just make it more sustainable by not taking from the sea.
Yeah. I don't know. I would prefer to buy captive bred if it's the option.
Well, I think everybody would, wouldn't they? If, like, you know, if there's an option, and anybody that would choose wild caught over captive bred, you're immoral.
Yeah.
And if you've ever watched Game of Thrones, all of you people would be walking through the town going, "Shame, shame."
Nice. Shame on you. Well, they're usually finickier eaters. They're usually, yeah, I don't know. There's lots of stuff that makes them not as good.
Fellas, I gotta jump off for a little bit. I gotta go take care. I just got a notification of something I gotta take care of. But I'll be back. I will be back.
In other words, he's bored of the stream, so he's going.
No. I'm gonna leave it on mute then.
I can't believe, literally, it's just me and you now.
I know, eh?
Should we talk about cameras?
Oh, heck yeah.
Hey, the person that runs the stream left us to it, so it's his own fault, isn't it?
Yeah. Did you look at that other tripod that I sent you? That other brand, the monopod.
The blue one.
Yeah, it starts with an A, whatever the brand was.
Oh no, I saw the Benro one, the blue one.
Let me go look at my Amazon history. I was looking at that one because supposedly the feet are better on that one. Like it doesn't fall over. It's not as tippy.
Oh yeah, I think that was the Benro one, but it didn't have a fluid head though, did it?
No, it didn't. I'd have to buy that separately.
That's what I mean. So when you put the two together, what was it? $180 for the monopod, and then another $200 for the head.
Yeah, it wasn't cheap. Yes, it is. So I don't know. I was debating whatever that one is, just because I would not want to have my camera fall over and be destroyed. I'd cry.
Do you know, to be honest, a really good one is it's not a monopod, but it's just as versatile. It's the B3. So I do like BEFREE, B3 tripod from Manfrotto.
Okay.
It's really small, really lightweight, and it's folded up. It's actually smaller than my monopod when it's folded up.
Oh, that's basically what I have now, to be honest.
Yeah, something like that with because it's got like a proper, you know, Manfrotto fluid head and stuff. Something like that. would probably just be as easy because you could just fold the legs in and just hold it, and then when it.
Yeah. Honestly, you have already. Like, I don't have a proper fluid head on it. I just have like a whatever knockoff one. But so this is like fully extended. Like, it's a decent height to it. If you can see this. Right?
Yeah.
And if I actually take all my stuff off, it actually goes pretty tiny. Like, it's one of their older. It's a Ben Rowe one, but it's looks similar to the one you just showed me.
Got a photo head on it though, hasn't it?
Yeah, so I just put a little ball head on it. I bought this back by photography days, but it goes nice and small. You want to put it away.
Do you know that middle bit there where it's just dropped down?
Yep.
If you held it there, but left the legs ever so slightly extended,
yep.
Stabilizer.
I did that for some when I was wandering around with some of those videos for the Macno stuff.
DIY camera stabilizer.
Yeah, so there you go. Like, when it's folded up, it's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do.
Oh yeah, this
is. What I would do personally, I wouldn't bother buying the monopod. I'd just buy a fluid head for that.
That's probably true, actually. But yeah, literally that does the job for 90% of stuff. When it's fully extended, these little dinky legs are not super sturdy. But aside from that, it's pretty solid. As long as you're not touching it.
But you don't use you're not using a red camera or anything like that. You're just using a light mirrorless camera. So
half my stuff I have hanging off the edge of it.
Paul, you better come back. We're ruining your live stream with camera talk.
Yeah. But yeah, no, that's a good point, though. Maybe I should just throw a fluid head on this and call it a day.
That's what I would do personally, because the only reason I got the monopod is because I've got like a proper big, video tripod with big, daft, chunky legs and, all the other stuff, and it's heavy. It weighs about 8 or 10 kilos. It's heavy. And I can't travel with it.
Yeah.
So I just that's why I got the monopod, just for that. But I would have got something like what you've got, but the B3 Manfrotto tripod was like £100 more expensive than the monopod. I didn't have that much money, so I just got the monopod instead.
Now, do you think the fluid heads, the brand name versus the whatever ones, is much of a difference?
Well, I've got one by, I think it's called Andoa or something like that.
Yeah.
ANDOER or something like that. It's all on the same level as Ben Rowe and Newer and all those ones. And the fluid head's spot on, but there is like a point on the fluid head when you're doing the left to right pans where there's a little jolt in it.
Yeah. So okay, my one big kind of sort of issue with that, well, all the ones I'm looking at, they have the rail down the middle, like this way. How you're holding it, right? Yeah. But I have a rail built into my camera cage, but it would have to go this way.
Sideways. Can you not turn it around?
That's the one I wish you could mount it the other way without me having to change it.
You know what I mean? You not mount it. What is it?
Well, I could, but see on the cage, it has a built-in rail, which I think is awesome and handy. But it would have to go that way in it rather than straight.
It might not even fit in it at all because, like, those tripods have specific quick release mounts, so it might not. It works with those ones tend to work with Manfrotto quick release plates and their own, but it depends on whether it'll work.
Yeah, there's the Arca Swiss ones or whatever I think they're called. But see, this one, it doesn't really matter. I can just pop it in that way. It's like bloop, right on the top, which is handy.
Yeah.
But it would just be cool if I could use it the other way. I don't know. I mean, I can kind of do this with it and stuff. Not really up and down, but I mean, I can with it well enough.
I don't know.
I don't know either. Looking at you, kid. The funny thing is, I don't really use this microphone very often.
It's only really when you're doing like vlogs and stuff, isn't it, that you use those types. I use mine on a rig when I'm in my room, you know, like a shotgun mic type setup.
Yeah.
But I don't use it often otherwise.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I thought I'd use it a lot more, but the audio.
Did anybody answer my question on? Did anybody answer my question on fish, by the way?
Yeah, I answered. I read them all earlier.
You didn't, did you?
Yeah, I did.
All right.
Cost is a big factor. Most people don't want to pay for the end product if it costs much more. This is true. Angel Anthias, Coral Beauty.
Right. Fair enough. Right, I'm just going to have to mute a second.
Yep. I don't know. Okay. Well, when you come back.
Right, all sorted.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Good to be back.
Excellent. Good to have you back.
What was Michael asking about captive bred fish?
He just wanted to know what is out there for captive bred. If he's missing any he doesn't know about.
We've got flame angels.
Yep.
Goldfish.
Goldfish?
Who said that? Paul.
Captive bred goldfish. Straight out of the pond. From across the pond.
Oh, link in the chat. Right, yeah, I'm here. So let's see if this link works.
Welcome back.
See if that one works.
I think that might be the one that I put in.
Let me try. Put your email address in there, Miss Reef Fox. I can't get it. So can't
get there. Mm-hmm.
I need to check my emails. Check my emails.
How's it going, Paul?
Hey, yeah. You all right?
Good.
Free elite detectors now available from Senai.
What is?
Weak detectors.
Nice.
When's that new Senai coming out? The KH one?
I don't know. Don't know.
What is that question?
What's one of them questions?
Ba-dum-bum-bum, ba-dum-bum-bum.
So on YouTube, junk mail, junk mail, junk mail, junk mail. Hang on a minute. Why is Tom Levi on and just subscribed to me? So what's all that about? New comment. Tom Levi. Eventing. Your boys' own tickets are booked.
Oh, yeah.
Don't love me for fun, girl.
Ba-dum-bum-bum.
Hold up. What does Miss Reefer Fox do for a living? So apparently she's back to the grind. Lots of naked women today.
Oh no! But I want an inside view.
Yeah.
Someone just got an email.
That was me.
Ding.
Does it ping every time you get something or something?
Every time I get an email, it makes the noise. It's from Mercedes.
Ding.
Asking if I want to buy a new car.
Yeah. Come on in, give us some money.
That's the thing with them, as soon as you buy a car, they don't leave you alone.
They want to sell you a new one every year.
Yeah. You right there, Paul?
I'm just sending Woody messages to her, the ping. Right, I think it's time to shut this live stream down. Do you think?
Well, it's only me, you, and Dev, and 12 watching.
Yeah, and no one talking. So, thanks for joining Reef Community Worldwide. I will see you all again soon. Next time, we'll talk more Reefy.
Sounds good, man.
Hang on, I'm a DI colorist working with the photography and printing industry.
Hold up, I'm a printer. I print newspapers. I don't ever see naked women. What's going on there?
You're in the wrong job with it.
I'm in the wrong printing.
Yeah, apparently.
On the internet now looking for Playboy printers.
Nice.
Right, yeah, I'll catch you all again soon. We'll shut this down now. All
Later,
right.
guys.
Bye-bye.
Right, see you soon.